All right, what is up, my Madden fans, or at least my, I guess I would in this for this video's instance, what's up, my Superstar KO fans? Um, this is me just gonna go through the, I guess, leaderboards of all Superstar KO from at least what I can see from now. I don't think I can see Madden 23. I don't even think I ever bought Madden 23. I think I did, but I hardly played it. And I tried to go back to download it, and I cannot find it anywhere. So unfortunately I cannot check that leaderboard. Madden 22 and Madden 21, the servers are not even up, so I can't go check those leaderboards. But we can start at Madden 24 for some reason. I remember I tried to get in here beforehand, and it did not let me. So I was like, what the heck? But I re-downloaded it and everything, and later on, after Madden 26 came out, and here we are. Let me in somehow. I don't know how, as far as these servers are even still up. Here we go. So this is when this Madden right here is like the only like. Well, I guess let me explain this from my perspective. Like, I've played Madden Superstar KO since Madden 20, and I've had so much fun doing it. And I really didn't take it serious. I was always just, having fun, just teasing the game, doing so many run plays and doing like a billion spins with Saquon Barkley, juking with Christian McCaffrey, all that stuff. I mean, I was just like your regular common Madden player, just coming on Superstar KO to have fun. I didn't even really play regs like that. I was never really, because I just knew I just wasn't as good as I probably am now, and I just didn't have the knowledge back then. So obviously, I was just really just having fun, like learning the game, feeling it out and stuff. And I had already played Madden years prior to this, but um, like the first Madden I probably played was like probably like no joke, like Madden '08 and that and definitely up. But here we are to all the way to Madden 24. But I didn't like. But I was like I said, I was having fun with the Superstar KO in Madden 20 and all the way till 26. But I didn't really start knowing that I had the potential to be on the leaderboards until this Madden right here. And I know I literally got what a 32 game win streak on my last my like the front like I think like a week or two before the next Madden came out, which was 25. And that's when and this Madden is when I knew I had a chance to be competitive in this game mode and like have a chance to climb. Because if I had 30 games, man, why can't I get more? It's just what I thought. So here we go. Let's check these leaderboards. On this leaderboard, unfortunately, I'm not on it because you'll see here in a minute. So we got. We'll go over the from top to bottom here in a minute. Let's start at the bottom though. So at least y'all can understand why I'm not on the leaderboard. So the base streak to even get on the leaderboard, the top 100, you had to have a 39 game win streak, which I find ridiculous. That's just like insane to me. Like I don't even know how, but that's just what it was. And obviously, I mean, I didn't even really back then. I just did not have the time. Um, it's hard to find the time now. I mean, like I had a job back then, and I've still been having a job all the way to now. So it's like it's really hard to find time to do this when I can. But on my off days, I try to get in here and do what I can. But for sure, so yeah, 39 was the base to get on here. I didn't even like realize that until like what it was. I didn't realize like any of this until Madden 25 when I was like actually trying to compete. But we got whoever these guys are down here. You'll see some of these guys that I may mention in the next leaderboard, if not maybe even Madden 26. So try to remember some names. I'll try to remind you guys. A lot of these in 24 though I don't recognize. Like I don't know who Goose Pop Poopin is. Cyan Grandpa to Bizzo. I don't know a lot of these, but Jets Boyle 1110. I think I remember him. He might be in the next one. in Madden 25, but we'll see. He's up here. Had, I guess, a 39-game win streak. And a lot of these win streaks between these guys fluctuate. It's kind of weird. It's like you could tell which Madden was easier to play and which Madden is harder to play, honestly. But yeah, you get all these guys up here and just going through it. Yeah. This just Call Me Daddy Rook. He is familiar. I've seen him a couple times on the leaderboards. I think Jesse Hall, he might be familiar. James P. Albini, he is definitely familiar. Terror to Pain, he's familiar. Terror to Pain. Final Boss, I don't know who that is. Top Gun, not sure who that is. Super Saiyan, I don't know a lot of these guys. Vanilla 30, he is Vanilla X30, he's pretty familiar. I think he was on the 25 leaderboard, if I'm right. And he got some more people. Sandman, we got 45 in this Madden. He is definitely in every last leaderboard I'm about to show you. Not surprised. I guess he got 45. He peaked at 45 in 24, which is kind of surprising. Figured he'd get more, but I know he's capable. Maybe he just everybody messed up though. Everybody ain't perfect. Too good for Mullies. I don't know how you pronounce that. I think he's familiar. I could be wrong though. Though a lot of these people are not in the next couple of leaderboards, so it's kind of weird seeing like anybody else up here. I think KC for Life is up there in the others. Maybe in a couple other ones. I could be wrong. Problems, I think he might show up. A Beef Stick and Blunch of Dumplings, they might show up. Jay Really, yeah, he's familiar. There might be some other guys that might be up there that I may be missing. I just don't be paying attention to the names. I try to remember. Wayland Dog, he is a familiar name. Hispanics, he's familiar. Ardzilla, I don't know who that is. Joshua, he is familiar. God damn. God, yeah, he's familiar. EM3 Beast is familiar. God to Go, unfortunately, is familiar. God dang. God to Go. This boy's been chasing the leaderboard since I don't know when, bro. Maybe even the last leaderboard. He's still chasing it. He probably didn't get to the top. But he got 78 in this one somehow. It seems like 70s are like his only peak. Like he can only crack 70s. And 50s and 70s. But yeah, he somehow got 78 in this one. He's not. I mean, if y'all know how God to Go plays, I've played him numerous amounts of times. He actually does not have Madden logic. He's like actually bad. When he tries to actually play the game correctly, he's decent. But then again, he's not like top tier. So it's like how the heck does these guys? I mean, a lot of scrubs just can't compete with him. I guess me and a couple other people are the only ones who can. Clean John, JJC 89. I don't know who that is, honestly, but apparently this guy got 89. Clean John, I think he might be in the next couple leaderboards, and he is a beast. Is up here too. I don't know how. Well, okay, I do know how, but I don't. From his actual real gameplay, if he didn't cheese the system like he normally does, he would not be up here, bro. It's because you can there's a mode, not a mode. There's a setting in the offensive adjustments. You can switch the game tempo to no huddle in Superstar KO, and nobody really knows about that, but he does, unfortunately, and he uses that to his advantage because it sucks because anybody can pick a play, whatever random play, and they have to go with that play no matter what, and they can't do anything to change it. They can't call a timeout. They can't get a flag pull. They can't do anything right. It sucks so bad. and he really cheats the system like so bad to his advantage. And I'm sure he did that in this Madden, and obviously cracked the leaderboard and got to the top. And I didn't even know about this guy until the next match. I really wasn't even paying attention to this leaderboard like that. And I did, but I wasn't, when I would like climb the leaderboard, I would climb up, I would read the leaderboard, and I would see it, and I would just be like, huh, okay, yeah, I guess a guy named He Is a Beast is up there. But I'm thinking like people who like get the leaderboard and just get the top don't play no more. Just like, oh, I already did it. But nah, this guy, he just plays a lot. He plays a lot. In the next Madden you'll see. But yeah, that is a name I definitely just can't forget, because he unfortunately showed me a lot, and he showed me a lot to his disadvantage, because he showed me that he's really not a good Madden player. But yeah, man, this is what it is. This is what this is. Madden 24. This is the leaderboard. I don't know a lot of these people up here, but let's get to Madden 25, and we'll see who's next. But yeah, man. Yeah, that He Is a Beast guy. Yeah. Whenever I ended up playing him later on here in Madden 25, that's when I realized he was doing this stuff, and I thought he was like genuinely hacking. I was like, how the fuck are you hacking like this? How can you call no huddles in this? Da-da-da-da. And then I just was like messing around with the settings one day in game, and I was like, oh, this dude's switching it to no huddle. I didn't know you could do that. And ever since then, I just knew. I was like, okay, whatever. And then there would be games where like, oh my god, he would whoop my ass just because he would kept doing it. I just didn't understand. And then like when I finally knew and I caught on, I was like, okay, and I was like better prepared when I came to play him. So I was like, all right, let's do it. So I picked a play that I knew could be consistent against him, and crazy enough, it ended up working. I got a pick on him, went down and scored a touchdown. And then ever since that game, he's played like very, very scary towards me. Like he backs everybody up. He doesn't let anything high. He makes sure everything's low, but he didn't know how to guard the low ground. So I was always attacking. And he just ended up folding later on. He just couldn't handle the pressure. And then I go on to beat him like a whole lot of games later, and he'll win like one or two maybe in between. Can't deny that, but it's just he just no huddles and spams a corner route, a tight end corner route that is hard to guard in the formation I like to run. So and then once you guard that route, he literally just tries to like throw it to somebody else or somebody else's up, which is like, how you're supposed to make reads. But like, I mean, that's all he knew. Because if you take him out of that play completely, which I have done numerous amount of times, he could just fold so bad. He doesn't actually pick a different play to like get down the field. He just runs that, and he doesn't know anything else. It's actually mind-boggling that's all he really knew. I'm like, I was thinking the dude was like a crack Madden god, but now he's just like some dude who just spams, and ultimately nobody really knows how to stop it because he knows the advantage he can get over that. So it was bad, like, and I ended up exposing him for it, and I think it kind of like messed with him, and like it just kind of discouraged him to want to keep going to climb. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, when I cracked the code on that guy, I mean, it kind of just went. I mean, his KO career kind of just like started going downhill. Cause you'll see here later. I'm not even gonna bring it up. Why? The leaderboard speaks for itself. I don't even gotta really say much. But here we go. You got K Money on the bottom. I don't know who that guy is. I played him one time. I lost to him, and I wanted to play him again. Never got to, because I guess he never got on. But whatever, But he's down here on the leaderboard with 33. And this is the base. The base for Madden 24 was 39, y'all. This one's 33. Now, does that make this Madden harder? Necessarily, I would say no. I would just think. I honestly think this game mode was either. I feel like just more people got like into the KO, and it just got a little more competitive. And a lot of people who were playing in the Madden before were obviously the competitive ones who knew better, and just shat on all the people who were just obviously bad. And that's just what it was. The KO favorites was just dominating everybody. And then of course you got these guys. Everybody on this leaderboard obviously is a KO dominant. You got it got a little more competitive this year. I could feel it a little bit. And hold on, checking something out. But yeah, sorry, I was checking the message. All right, but you got Sandman. You've seen in the previous one, he had 30. No wait, 45. I think he had 45 if I'm right. Somehow slumped down to 33. I will get into Sandman here shortly. I have not, but Sandman is one of a kind. I will say that. All right, Kamikaze Green. He might show up in the next leaderboard. I could be. I don't think he was actually, but I remember playing him. He was not good. A Beef Stick. Y'all saw him in the last leaderboard. I don't. He was up there somewhere, but you know, he obviously got 33 this Madden, but it's just what it is. I had 1020. I think he's in 26 leaderboard. I could be wrong. But he made it with 33. Clutch Court 19. I played him before. He's not that good. But I don't think he's the previous leaderboard or the next one. But he, I guess, made it up this one. Perkinator 30. I don't think this guy's that good. Personally, I played him. I beat him, but I don't know how this guy gets up to 34. I don't know who he plays for. People just let him be. I don't know. But he's on this leaderboard. I think he's on the next one. I could be wrong. Same with Hit 'em Up. I've seen him before. And the next one, I think I could be wrong. Killer Ace. I don't remember him. Timothy Duncan. I don't remember. Ooh, I remember. And Blunter Dumplings. They were in the last. If I remember, I remember might be in the 24 KO leaderboard. I think he's in the next one. But I've seen his name more than once on a leaderboard in between different games. Blunter Dumplings, yeah, definitely was in the last one. I think he's in the next one too. But he is a common KO player. He just cannot crack the code to get high. I think he plays with a teammate though. I think that's his downfall. I don't think he plays by himself. I've never played that guy ever in my life. So if you're playing with a teammate trying to climb the leaderboard, you're not gonna get very far. It's just not gonna work. But yeah, I mean he's up here though. Well, nonetheless, Cooper guy. I don't remember Gonzo. I don't. Jay really. You seen him in the last one? He had something. He had a pretty good score, I think. But now he got 35 in this one. You can tell like how these guys fluctuate like between the years, just like how good they were in between and what happened. King Vale, I don't remember him. Lil Goat, I don't remember. Lil Gut, don't remember. Vubway is in, I think, the 26 leaderboard if I'm right, but he don't have really much of a high score. This guy only has 20. No, he has 35. I definitely beat this guy in this Madden and the next Madden. He's not, to me. He's decent. He's not horrible, but I beat him like 4 out of 5 times we played each other. I beat him, so it's just like, I obviously I know I'm better than him, but it's just I know that I had to work for my wins sometimes against him if he was catching on to something. But yeah, he definitely shows up. Swaggy Z, I don't know who that guy is. 5 star Rockstar, I think he's in the next one. He got 36 in this one, I guess. I don't know who Cream Sea Silk is. Uh, Gimme God, I don't know who that is. That's Cool 16. That's Cool 16 is like some, I don't know, some random guy. He obviously likes to play KO, and he tried hard in this one for whatever reason. He realized he was somewhat decent in it, and I would beat him a bunch. I think he's beat me one time, like literally one time. But I would beat him a bunch, and he would be so mad just because, like, oh, he'd be like, oh, why are you so try hard, this and that, da 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 da. But lo and behold, the guy was trying just as hard, if not harder. But I mean, I would just, I just am the better player over this guy, and you know, and obviously I would be mad too. Someone just keeps beating me. I would say something mean, probably. I mean, it's just how it goes. You know, I tried to add him as a friend, try practicing with him, but nah, he don't fuck with it. It is what it is. But this is the only time I think I've seen him on the leaderboard. Poppy Vector, hate me, hate. He hate me. I'm tripping. I haven't seen these guys. Studer Booty. I think I played this guy a couple times. He's all right. He's not too bad. But obviously, I've beaten him over the time I played him. I think he might pop up in the next leaderboard. I could be wrong. But he's all right. 37. He's not too bad. Pipe Tree. 10. I don't know. I don't think I've seen him. Phantoms. I don't think I've seen him. I read man. I read man and Mike Two Row might be in the next one. I always be seeing these guys. I think they might be teammates. I could be wrong about that, but I be seeing them here and there. Scooby did Grubby Bear killed them 304. He is not a good player. He's beat me once this Madden, and I've beaten him twice. The last Madden. I mean, no. I've beaten him twice. The Madden 26, and he's beaten me once in Madden 26. But I'm sure every time I played him in here, I beat him. I don't remember losing to this guy ever in this game. In Madden 25. But Thoughtbreaker, same with him. I've always beaten him. But they're not bad players. They're both not bad. They like to be on the leaderboard. They like to show up, and they're up here. They got 38, I guess. I don't know who these guys are. King Sean and Rod Farva, Ace Jack, Doctor EC57. I think I played this guy before, but I don't know. He wasn't good. I remember beating him, if I'm right. I played a Doctor somebody, and smacked him. Black Hammer 585. I played him before. I played him like a few times, I think. I've beaten him every time, but this guy, he liked to show up in this one. E Snow 55. I don't think I remember this guy. OVO Alex, don't remember. Tom John, don't remember. Osboss. I don't remember these two either. Slick Will, I played him a few times. I've beaten him. He's beat me once in this Madden, but oh my god, once when he did, oh my god, he never forgot about it. He just bragged. I was like, whatever, if I beat somebody who's hard to beat, I'd be saying stuff too. So it is what it is. But GG to him either way. But he definitely will overshadow the wins I've gotten over that guy for sure. So whatever, it is what it is. People gotta sleep how they sleep. It's just what it is, bro. Naughty Giraffe. I don't think I remember this guy. Hot Hispanics. He was in the last Madden. I think Slick Will might have been in the last Superstar KO 24. I could be wrong about that. Hot Hispanics definitely was. Jets Boyle 10. He was in the Madden 24. KO2, Tim Sanity, and what is it? C. Sellas? No, I don't remember them in the last one or the next one. Kevy Kev 3, don't remember. Doctor Don't Hate. He surprisingly was not in the last Superstar KO, but he was in this one. But he only got up to 42. I guess good for him. I think he does show up in the next one for sure. I don't know. I'm just kind of shocked he only has 42 in this one because he's not that bad of a player. He just he just needs to learn it a little better. Marks Typho I don't even know. 1840 Vico YouTube. I don't remember these guys. Oh, the Negotiator and J Transformer. These two right here, bro. Oh my goodness. Um, these two are obviously a duo. They both have the same console. It's hard to prove because each person could be individually up here by themselves on the leaderboard. It's hard to determine, but I know for a fact that they are a duo because I have played against them, and uh, I remember playing against them. And they were people who had literally they chose the offensive team as Lamar Jackson, Tyreek Hill, Christian McCaffrey, and they were just running left and right throughout the field, just trying to juke everybody the whole time. That's all they do is just spam left to the field, spam right to the field, and that's all they do. And get down the field, win the game, and they just to me it's cheese because it's not really no IQ football going on. They just it just seems like they're just playing a game, having fun. But what to me it's cheese because it's not real skill like climbing this leaderboard like that because the games are going to take so long if you're trying to do that if someone's defending it well. And when you got to actually pull like a bag out of the trick, I mean a trick out of the bag, I mean you don't really got an actual play other than rolling out or just giving a slant to Tyreek and seeing how many people you can juke. It's just really what it was with these guys. So that's why they don't ever like amount to getting real high. But when in the duos term, a lot of people it's hard to catch on to that, and everybody's just clicking on trying to damn dive in, and everybody gets freaked out. And so it works, but when you get that one time you mess up, it's hard to catch back up with whenever you're not handling yourself well. But yeah, these guys definitely show up in the next Madden leaderboard, but I'll explain that whenever you see them. Because you see these two now, they're going to be definitely near each other in the leaderboard. I'll show you. Because I never played these guys. As much as I played this, trust me, I played this Madden 25 a lot in KO, and I've never not seen one of these guys by themselves ever. B1 Mobbin, he's pretty good. I think I've watched him like twice before, but after that, after I ended up getting better at the game, I never seen him again. I guess he just got a 44 game win streak one time and just never played again. I don't know. He just changed it up, I guess. But he wasn't a bad player. He wasn't bad. Foxy Light Brown, never seen. Kate, So EA Sucks, Cash. Egabs, Cold Steel, Massey Meme Dealer, Josh. I don't know most of these people. I slid you. This dude knows who I am. I heard him I overheard him talking in game chat one time. He's like, "Oh, this is that dude. This is that dude. This is him. This is him." And he knew who I was, but I didn't say nothing to him. But he was playing literally exactly like me. It was like I was playing myself. It was so weird, but I ended up, he is not me. So, I ended up beating him, but it was not an easy game regardless. Like, oh my God, I was just like, bro, but he tried to play like me and, subbing all these people in and out and doing all that, which is fine. I did the same thing. And he just couldn't beat me because, you can't beat me, bro. You're just not me. I'm sorry. But obviously he got a streak of 44 climbing up here trying to play like me. And I understand it. It's just what it was. He probably watched my videos and whatnot and stuff. So that's what, I guess, that's how he probably got up here. Free Pesos, never seen. Suave, Texas Main 21. I remember this guy. Oh my God. He was like, oh my God, when I was like in my beginning stage trying to like learn this stuff and trying to get better, he would just like pop me like game after game. But this dude would be up at like 4 in the morning. This is when I had nights where I was like up at like 3 or 4 in the morning just gaming. And but he would be there. And oh my God, I would be so mad just talking shit. I'm like, why are you so sweaty? This and that. Da, 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 da. And then he'd just be like, why are you getting mad? Because you keep doing the same thing. And which I was. I kept doing the same thing because, I was so stuck to a routine that I thought always worked, but I just didn't have the knowledge, the mad knowledge that I do now. But, so, he just kept cooking me. But later on when I was on my when I got on my IQ up and everything, and learn the game better. I went to face him again like 3 or 4 times and won every time. And I tried to talk to him, have him pull out his mic. He wouldn't say anything. And then games after that, he just wouldn't get on. I just never saw him again. And I mean, that's the last time I seen this guy. So I don't know what happened to him after that. Maybe he got back on obviously when I went on. I don't know, but I don't know. These guys, I don't know. This guy, it just reminds me like guys like him, like really. They don't. They just like they just kind of low, They just want to be all talking when they're up doing stuff, and when they're down and they don't know what's going on, they don't want to, be there all of a sudden. Just shy, I was there when I was losing. I was talking to him. I was saying stuff. I was trying to speak my piece. I was sticking up for myself, even though I was getting my shit back. But he didn't want to be a man and say like, "Man, you got me" or something, or at least talk some shit or something, defend himself in some type of way. He just would just get his ass whoop and leave. That's just what it came down to, and then just never saw him again. So that's how I'm gonna remember that guy. Just kind of just cowardice, and I can't. It's hard to be friends with people like that. So that's just what it was. I tried to be friends with him. I tried to add him as a friend and stuff, and I even said it in the game like, "Hey, you want to be friends so I can compete against you, so I can practice to get better?" And he didn't say nothing when I was whooping his ass. All that, he just shut me out and just like, "Oh, you're better than me. Fuck you," type thing. So it is what it is with that. That's still Curtin. I think he's in the next leaderboard if I'm right. I could be wrong. Why so Ray? This dude is a GNP sweat. He's probably one of the best players I've seen. No, he's not. He is a GNP sweat, but he's just not as good as he probably thought he was. Because when he played me, bro, he kind of just knew. Yeah, it was raps when he played me. V Nasty, I played him a couple times. He's all right. He's not too bad. Beat him for sure, but he's not too bad. Flaccolytics, I don't know who that is. Randall 82. This guy's a definite sweat. I know this guy has mimicked my game style, just like the I slid you guy I was talking about down here. He's definitely mimicked my game style and has sweated his ass off to beat me because I would beat him over time. Like he never had beat me until like the last month of this Madden being out, and after that he finally figured it out. But I mean, he only got 48, so it's just like whatever, Beat I 410. I think this was the guy who was on a leaderboard initially when it first came out, like the first 2 or 3 months. He was on the leaderboard and he had 49. I just like, dang, 49 is such a crazy streak to get to. I was like, I'm never gonna get up there thinking like that because it was hard. I was getting like 20-game win streaks getting beat, and it was hard. So, but obviously that got passed up later on in time. So that's what happened. I never played him though. Never seen him. Never played him. Lord, I don't even know. Fectio, I don't know. But yeah, I've never seen him. Boom Bro 69, never seen him. Walker Smith Jr. This is the guy. This is probably one of the best GNP sweats I've ever played in my life. This dude is like, oh my god, no joke. I mean, he's all right, but when it comes to his offense, he's like bare minimum. But his defense is okay, which it has to be because that team has the worst defense in the game. So he just subbing all his players in. And honestly, he just really subbed them in. I just don't think he really knew how to like control and use them. So he always kind of downplayed himself when he would do that. But I mean, he would try his hardest. He tried to use her linebacker and tried to get picks. But I mean, obviously, I knew how to get around that, so I would always beat him. I don't think this guy's ever beat me once. Actually, he might have. Maybe I could be wrong. But if he has, it was only once. But every time I played him, I beat him. But it was not easy wins. I can say that. So I'll give him that at least. Terror the Paint 6. I think, yeah, he was in the 24 KO leaderboard, if I'm right. So, but yeah, he's only up here with 51, I guess. Girl on Girl. This is an actual woman, guys. This one right here. I've played her like a few times, like in the past, like a couple months before Madden was going to be over. And she was, and bro, no joke, she is sweat. She is sweat material. I don't know. She might be some dyke. I don't know. I don't know. She might just be some girl who just, okay, it says girl on girl. So I don't think she a dog. If not, she probably just some girl who like girls. Whatever. That don't mean nothing. But I mean, it's just the fact that like she's probably one of the best females I ever played. Like she would stay in one formation just like I do, which ain't nothing wrong. But she would just call every adjustment for known to man for like 10 minutes before every snap. Oh my gosh, it was so annoying. It was so annoying. Like I get it, like one formation. If you know where you're trying to get open, okay, cool. But she, oh my god, the way how long it took her to lab up plays was ridiculous. But I think she's beating me like, I think we're like almost tied. I think I've beaten her like 5 to 7 times, and she's beaten me like three easily, easily beating me like 3 times. It was kind of crazy because that one time she was beating me. Oh my god, she beat me like 3 times in a row, and I just could not understand why the hell she was like it was so good. But then after those 3 times I played her, I figured her out because I had beat her like 2 or 3 times before that. But then I caught myself struggling against her one day. I just caught myself struggling against her. I would load up a team, get in the thing, catch her, and then boom, she would beat me. Get in another team, get in there, catch her a couple games later, boom, she got me. And then the same thing happened again, and I was just like, bro, what the hell? And I tried to load up another game, get it back in, but I couldn't find her after that. Either she got off or she just left. I don't know. But she was talking a lot of shit. What she should. If she winning, you shit. You on that. I can't say nothing. GG's. I was mad, of course, but I tried to talk my shit. But I pulled my mic out. I wasn't hiding nothing. I pulled my mic out like, yeah, what's good? Da-da-da-da-da. But man, she was whooping my ass, man. I can't deny it. Props to old girl. But yeah, but once I figured her out, like after that, I was like, okay, this is what she liked to do. She liked to do this, and this. But I ended up beating her like a couple times after that. She was still talk shit and act like all those wins she got against me was like, I don't know, whatever. But I already know I got the wins over her, so it is what it is. So I ain't really tripping on her. She could be mad, but she only shit. She got up to 52 though. You got to give her props. I mean, shit. There's a lot of grown men up here trying to do that, and they can't even do it. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, you gotta give her props. Shit. There's not a lot of girls doing that. So, props to her. But I know she did this after Madden 26 came out, so I know for a fact whoever she was playing to get up here was obviously all bad. Either she got booted out or actually somehow beat by somebody. I don't know who that person would have been or how she messed up or whatever or what happened. But I know she did this after Madden 26 came out. So to me, it wouldn't count her being up here, but it is what it is. She up here. I mean, shit, you don't just get it for nothing sometimes, most of the time. So I know the people she was playing to get up here, it was just like, they obviously weren't that good because they just probably didn't have the money to get Madden 26, which is unfortunate for those people. So they stuck on here getting beat by, leftover sweats who couldn't do the same thing. So I know that's what that was because I always check this leaderboard. So, but either way, props to her because it's hard just to get 52 up here regardless. So, 50 or higher. When you hit game 50, bro, you're in for a long seat. When you hit game 30, you are in for the long haul, bro. Because oh my gosh, you don't get more impatient than after that. Because oh my god, it gets a mental battle after that. Bucket Nation, I think he might be on the next leaderboard. I don't know. Girl on Girl is definitely not on the next leaderboard either. I don't know where she's been at, but whatever. Packers fan, I don't think. Sunshine, I don't think. Ravens Nightkin, but probably they got 59, 58. And Ravens Nightkin, but hold on, my bad. These guys, I don't think they're on the next leaderboard though. Ravens Nightkin, definitely not a bad player. I played him. I think every time I played him, I think I've lost to him once in the beginning when I started this. But after that, even in my beginning stage, after the first loss, I would beat him always after that. I don't know how. I just don't think this guy really has like a good fundamental defense, but he's stacked on offense. Like his knowledge of Madden is pretty good on offense, but his defense lacks so bad. And he picks a team that can't help him on top of that. He picks the record breakers, whatever, but he gotta work on his defense. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, it's good enough. He got 60 though. Somehow he got 60, so he has somewhat good defense. But I mean, when you're playing comp players like me or whoever, your defense his defense shuns him out because I know how most of the defense works in this game. So it's like, bro, if you're not gonna adjust to what I'm doing, bro, I'm going to fry you. I'm sorry. And he's a respectable guy. He's kind of somewhat supported me through when I would text him and stuff on Xbox, and I tried to recently tell him GG's in the next Madden we played in Madden 26. I beat him when I faced him one time, but it was a hard win. I told him GG's, but he didn't say nothing back. I'm pretty sure he was maybe on a streak and was pretty salty, but the guy only has a streak of 18, surprisingly. He only has a streak of 18, no longer on the leaderboard because the minimum is like 20, I think. I could be wrong. But, yeah, he's a KO fan for sure. He just, he's just he's probably just having a hard time with it. But he's not bad. He just got to work on his defense. Swifty Business, I don't remember. BSR Jr., I don't remember. Elliot is Burger, I remember this motherfucker. This dude beat me like, in my beginning stage in Madden 25, he beat me like, I'm like joking, like three, maybe 4 times. Tearing me up. Like, oh my God, just bombing my shit. But lo and behold, this guy is the one who introduced me to the cheese play that everybody ran in this KO, the deep bomb play. And I honestly learned how to adjust off of it because of this guy. So props to this guy for showing me that. But ever since then, I'd never seen him. I never got to play him again. So I always, had salty animosity seeing him up here. Like, God damn, how did he get 66? I'm like, you're lucky I couldn't beat you that one day. I feel like he maybe got 66 on the day I couldn't beat him. And I was just like, bro, I was like, man, I was so mad at myself. I just remember, I was like, man, I'm never going to let that play get to me ever again. And I learned off of it, got him, and, but the next Madden I played against him, which is 26, I got to play him again. I finally got to play him again. And guess what? I beat that motherfucker. And he didn't say shit. He didn't say nothing. No mic, no nothing. He never had a mic whenever I would say something to him. He didn't never say nothing. But I beat him, and it just felt so good. And obviously, I think he's not even on leaderboard, I don't think. But I didn't care. I just was glad I got to beat him. It was so annoying seeing that guy. I never gotten to play him again. But until this one, and he probably knew who I was. And he probably wanted to back out to keep his pride, but he was going to challenge me because he probably remembers from the last time that he beat me that he would fry me. So he probably just like, oh, I'm probably going to beat him anyway. But nah, he don't know this X. He don't know this playmaker. It's different. It was different when I got to this one. So I'm glad I got to face him again in at least Madden 26, show him who's top dog. It is what it is, maybe I'll see him on the leaderboard later. I don't know. God to GOAT. Oh my God, this guy's a weirdo to me still. He had 78 in the last one, 72 in this one. But he's always one of those guys that's just like barely like right under from being number one. I don't know how this guy lives because I'll be so mad. You're trying so hard to climb this leaderboard and you do like whatever you can and you're never the top competitor. And he plays this a lot. So I know for him, it's probably like mentally draining and stuff for him to be wanting to keep going to do this, because I would be mad if I had a passion to get on the leaderboard and he just slumps every year. Like, that sucks. But yeah, this guy's I'm gonna explain this guy real quick. He's a definite tryhard, but he's actually not a tryhard. It's hard to explain. So this guy, he loves to fake it till he makes it. Really, it's his scheme. Fake it till you make it scheme. So all he does is really just throw an out route, just to play conservative enough to get down the field, and he'll spam out routes with like a fast receiver or somebody, either left or right, left or to the right side of the field, depending on wherever he thinks it might be open. And he'll just do that down the whole field. And he's the guy who has the open mic, so he's talking stuff on you while he's doing this. And I feel like he tries to get in your head mentally so that he can try and like deteriorate your game. And for the most part, probably works on most people, but obviously not me. But he tries. Oh my god, he tries so hard to like mingle down the field, and then whenever you're like trying to catch on, like okay, I'm gonna guard this out route this time, and you're gonna use her. He adjusts the streak on the field for that player, and once you're trying to run to the out, he throws a streak and gets you and tries to lob you on a touchdown. And I've gotten beat by that before with this guy, and at least on the play. I don't know. Maybe I won that game. Maybe I lost it. I don't know. I don't remember. But me and him probably have like a 50-50 terms of when we play the game. No, it's not even 50-50. It's more like 75-25. Like, he's beaten me like... I feel like over time I've played him like at least 10 times. He's probably beaten me like at least... No. Like, okay, let me put like a ratio. Like, he's beat me like 5 times easily. And I've beaten him like 15 times, if that makes sense. So out of 20, so it's that kind of like that type of ratio. Just I played him 20 times, but I've lost to him 5. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. I've literally lost to him like only like 5 times, like genuinely. And every other time I played him, I've whooped him. But this is like this is from like this Madden, even in my early stage, all the way till now. This Madden, I've beaten him. The Madden 26, I've beaten him 3 times, and he's beat me once. So I already know my ratio. It's stacking on him. But yeah, he's just whenever he has to make a real play, like I obviously like the times I beat him, I've had to like make him come out and do like a play that he needs to pull out. Like, you better get this first down or the game's over type of thing. And he folds so bad. He just throws like the dumbest interception you'll ever see. And the last game that he's beat me in, he literally had to whip up some plays. Like, he was actually calling plays. He knew he couldn't do that short stuff like he always tried to do, because I would instantly pick him and the game would be over. And I've done that to him so many times in this Madden, and he finally learned his lesson. So that when you play like a decent Madden player, he wasn't calling crazy plays, but he's calling plays to where his players can get open, which is, I respect that. That's how you're supposed to play. I wish he could play like that all the time, but he just decides to, fake it till you make it, cheese the system till he doesn't have to. And that's why I honestly think that's why he can never get the number 1 position, nor he probably never will. Because if you're doing that consistently, the games are going to be way longer, and you're going to get more tired, and it's going to get more strenuous, and there's going to be someone that will eventually catch on, and you will get snipped from that. So yeah, it's kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of rough to be that guy, because that is just like no type of like way to be happy, in my opinion. I couldn't live like that. But people play how they want to. It is what it is at the end of the day. But guy's a total weirdo. He tries to talk so much stuff, and he just like, he thinks he's so good, but he's like Howard, in my opinion. Because whenever you get up on him, he like, you're talking stuff back, and you're actually doing something. He don't say nothing. He's like, okay, whatever, I don't care. He acts like he doesn't care. Like, bro, you've been on the 24 KO leaderboard and this leaderboard, and you can't even get to the top, and you're in the 70s, dog. You're in the 70s. You just don't do that. That's 5+ hours of gaming, easy. I mean, you can't sit here and act like you don't care, bro. Like, come on, dog. Let's be honest. We know you care, bro. Just stop being weird. Just love the game, bro. I don't know. Just be real. I mean, that's all I would want out of this guy, for him to be real. But he just does not know how to do that. But whatever. That's how he wants to live his life. You do that, brother. Whatever. James Albini, he was in the last 24 KO. He is. I've never played him. But I guess he be getting up here. I guess, I don't know. Joshua, he was in the last one. Ian 3 Beast, he was in the last one in 24. But damn, these guys, motherfucking. I think these guys, Ian Beast and Joshua, climbed together, if I'm right. Because, no, not two people just get 84 at the same time. Come on, bro. But damn, bro. Like, if this is true and they got up together, oh my God. Like, 84 games in a row with a duo. Bro, how the hell did those people have both the same time to sit there and do that the whole time? Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. They either had to been in the same house or something. I don't know. Because that's rare. That's rare for this streak like this to be that high. That's rare for a duo. He is a beast. I already explained this guy. I'll get back to him. It's just it's just Triz, bro. I don't know. I guess this guy ran. He climbed the leaderboard after Madden 25. After Madden 25 was over and 26 came out. Obviously he was playing the guys who just didn't have the money to afford 26, and it's just what it was. So I guess he got to 93 one day. But it was weird because he is a beast was number 3, but obviously he took that over, so he beat him down to number 4. Wallyway Dripwalker, he had been on the top for a long time ever since I had seen him. He was the one that like I was always worried about to ever catch, but I'd never seen this guy ever. Never have I ever seen this guy. Never. I never played against him, nothing. I just never seen this guy. I guess this guy one day just got 98 and just hopped off and never got on KO again. I don't know how someone does that. I mean, when you're on top of the leaderboard, I get it. Like, you know, I did it. No one's ever gonna reach that. You know, he's thinking so. Like, why would you want to play it no more? But I mean, he I guess he just never knew about me. I don't know. But he is a beast. This is a guy said he would cheese his way with the corner routes and no huddles. But you see that he was on top of the leaderboard the last one. This one, he's number 4. You wonder why? Because, you know, I get the cheese scheme. He got 88 though. He did get 88. It's hard to do that regardless. But, you know, you can only do that. I mean, even in the last one, he got 102. And that's just when everybody just had no idea what the hell was going on. But I've talked to him before. He said he got booted out by the servers. I mean, which he probably deserved because, I mean, he was cheating us. He cheats the system, bro. In my opinion, I think he deserved it. But, you know, it sucks, though, that's what happened with him. But I'm pretty sure he would have got way higher, maybe. I don't know. But he got to 88. I think he just capped out. But he kept playing throughout the whole year. And I would run into him a lot. We would, you know, fight it off a lot. He would win. I would win. He would win. It was kind of just like a tit for tat type of thing. But it was just... But I would obviously won the majority. And to top it off, this guy ended up learning my playstyle and to learn to play like me. So... I already knew when you're trying to be somebody different and you're trying to be he don't want to be himself. That's when you know you kind of falling off because his own game style wasn't working and he trying to jump into mine, which you can't just jump into my play style because I mean I mastered the game in my own era, so I just didn't really. I really didn't trip whenever I would see this guy in my lobby. I'd be like, "Oh, he's a beast again. Let's see how well he can cheese this game." It's really what it was. It's not like I was ever scared. It's like, oh man, let's see if he can get these cheese plays off and just do whatever he can take to win. But most of the time, I win. Sometimes I would lose, but majority of the time, I would always win against him. In the end, though, in July, he would beat me pretty good though because he obviously learned to play like me. I'm pretty sure he would watch my film because I would always post stuff on Twitch or YouTube, and he probably just ended up watching what I do and just like watching how I play against him and recording his gameplay to match mine. And he ended up, but I mean, when it's July, bro, it don't really matter, bro. I already had the record. It honestly did not matter to me. It was just like whatever. Okay, GG's. You know, I wasn't tripping because I had nothing to prove. I mean, he did. I mean, he was trying to be. You could see he was trying to be like me, and it was just. It still amounted to nothing. I mean, you know, he had already had 88 throughout the whole year. I mean, it's not like he just like had recently climbed it. He just he was just playing, I guess, just to play. But I knew he probably was streak climbing, but he probably was getting booted off by random people if I wasn't either if I wasn't beating him or somebody else was. Someone was yeah. He was just a yeah. But yeah, you see that he got to number 4 on the leaderboard from number 1 to number 4, which is pretty still good. Top 5 in both KOs. It's not bad. But this is kind of like where he starts drifting off. Obviously, we if this is my YouTube, bro. You can go look at my YouTube videos. You can see how I stepped into the scene, got better, climbed the ranks. From when I was getting 20 game streaks to 40 game win streaks to 60 game win streaks to 80 game win streaks to literally here to 122. So. And I've had 100 game win streaks at least 3 times in this one. 122 was just my cap. Um, I did, yeah. I mastered the game to a T. That's really what it was. And obviously, I didn't make it here for no reason, bro. I didn't make it here out of nowhere. I studied, did my homework, tried to learn how to get better, and that's just what I did. I became better. So here we are sitting at the top of the leaderboard. Now, let's load up Madden 26. Why you so obsessed with me? Dum-ba-da-da-bum-bum. It's in the game. Doom da da doom 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 da da doom doom. All right, let's head over to the Superstar KO leaderboards in this one. Dun 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 dun. I'm so used to this. All right, so over the time, what the heck? Oh, never mind. I've accumulated friends over the time, so I got Sandman as a friend, AB, Ange for the win, Ravens Nightkin, and Capo. I just people who like somewhat respect me, I guess. And that's only a few, which is kind of crazy. I don't know a lot of people I've played. But so I got my own like little friends leaderboard, and some of them are leaderboard players, and this one, and the last ones. But we'll start at the bottom. We'll get into everybody. All right. So here we go. The minimum. Wow, the minimum doesn't reach down to 20. God dang, there was like a few people who had 20 when I last checked, but now it's only 1. So the minimum, whoever gets like 21 or higher, it's just gonna. That's what it's gonna be. Wow, that's crazy. The minimum's supposed to be 21. That is insane, actually. But yeah, there's a lot of people who's been booted off of this just because their streaks aren't high enough. Like Ravens Nightkin, if you've seen it, he only has 18, bro. Bro only has 18. He had 60 in the last one, which is a crazy drop. And he be on here, bro. I know he just said he got on here earlier. Like, I think I can look right now. Hold on. It just said the dude was on. I know I'm not tripping. Yeah, he's on right now. Bro's on right now. He be on, bro. Madden NFL 26. That bro do be on, bro. And I know he don't just be in here playing regular games most of the time. I know he be on the KO trying to do his thing. But yeah, this leaderboard is gonna be an example of like pretty much how hard this Madden is this year, and how much of it is changed in like a lot of people's drive and stuff. But yeah, 20 is the minimum, which is crazy because 39 was the minimum and 24 KO. 20, and then there was 33 was the minimum and 25 KO, and I guess now 26 it's only 20. It's crazy. It's crazy drop. This is crazy drop right there. But yeah, 20 is the lowest. You got Zach Go Crazy, the Jeweler. Yeah, there's a lot of people who I just don't recognize from the last ones. You got just like a lot of new names down here and elsewhere. Yeah, so you got, just let's start here. I don't know this guy or this one, 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 this one. I don't, yeah. These guys I'm going over right now, I just do not know. I genuinely don't know. I've never seen him on the leaderboards or anything. Astro ATK, I might have seen him in the last leaderboard. I could be tripping though. He just seems familiar. Richie Diamonds, I never seen him. Why the Bulge, I never seen him. McLovin, never seen this guy. The Viking, O Pac-Man, D with it, I never seen it. Astro Kid, see that's why I thought I've seen him before. Astro. Okay, but either way, I've never seen this guy. And so a lot of these guys could be duos. Just because a lot of people got 22 and 21 doesn't mean they all got him by themselves. Some of these guys could be trios or duos. So just take that into effect. And normally it's the guys who like are like stationed together like this. Like if they all have same Xbox, same PlayStation, they're normally the ones who play together. Sometimes it could be like that. Obviously, it could be crossplay. However, it went down. But yeah, Ziploc never played. Yo, I don't know who this is. Yo, Splizzy, Ethan B4. Hey, I remember I played this guy whenever I was like beginning in this Madden, and I didn't realize how much the abilities were. That a lot of the abilities and animations were very strong dependent upon, and people could just catch anything, bro. You could just lob up a red pass to a double me, and he would just catch it. It was so obnoxious. And that's all this dude was doing, was just lobbing red passes with a basic quarterback and just bombing my shit. It was so annoying, and he would beat me. But I tried to play him again whenever I would find him, wherever I could find him, but I could never find him. Killed him 3 or 4. I beat him, I think twice in this Madden, and I've lost him once. So I've seen he was in the last KO too, in the last leaderboard. So obviously he's a familiar face. Norm 574. I think he's a duo addict. He normally plays with somebody, but if I'm right, but he just yeah, he's not definitely. I never seen him on solo, so he's just not gonna be one of those guys that's up here. Baby Nostrils never seen this guy. Never seen Joshua, LFT Scully. Oh, here we go. Jesse Hall 24. He was in the last one. I forgot what he had, but he was definitely in the last one. J Sob, don't know who that is. Peter the Fool. I'm gonna just call him Yo Crib. I'm not reading that. Killer Grant Carte. Don't know who these guys are right here. A Boogie, no hoodie. Don't know him. Bankroll JoJo. But yeah, you see these guys. They just got streaks up here. Kobe fan, 23, 24, 6. I think I've played him. If I'm right, this is the guy I played in Madden 25, and I always would beat him. I would beat him every time I played, and he'd be so mad and just be so disrespectful every time I would beat him, and I would talk shit back too, but he would say the lowest, dirtiest things he could find just to make himself feel better, I guess. But he beat me one time. Oh my god, he actually celebrated. Because he would act like he would never care if he lost. Like, oh well, you just a weirdo. You just a no life. Da da da. And he would act like he didn't care. But when he beat me, oh my god, he was screaming to the top of his lungs. I never heard this guy so excited in my life. So I saw, I knew. I was like, bro cares. He just be mad he be losing. But GG's either way. But that was last year. But I've never ran into him again. If this is the guy I'm thinking about. But Dad Herbs, don't know him. Nonchalant KT, don't know. Typha, Meeks, Too Nice, No Justice. Itchy, 98. Danny Boy Fresh. Naughty Giraffe, he was in the last one. I forgot what he had, but he was up there. But 25 was not his highest in the last one. He had a higher score than this. Vubway, he was in the last one. I don't know who this AB Mosaris guy is. I don't know. Vubway, he was in the last one. He had 35. Now he has 25 in this one. Moisty Myers. Jesus Gamis. I don't know. Something like that. Never seen him before. Big Air Rub 44. Greater Prune, never seen him. Lil Zave, never seen him. Pick and Plays, never seen him. That's Still Curtain, definitely was in the last one, but definitely didn't have 26 as his high score. He had a higher score than that, but couldn't climb, I guess. I Read Man, don't. Oh, yeah. He was in the last one. Had a higher score than 26, I'm sure. But yeah, he's up here again. He's a familiar face. Big Nut and Trev, never seen him. 5-star Jeremiah, never seen him. Adolf, never seen him. T Loop, Sharp 10, TSP, Go to Caliber, iMesh, Mish, I don't know. Drip Sosa, never seen him. Ninja Paul, Tyler Will, never seen him. Ange for the Win. Ange for the Win was definitely a familiar face in the last KO. She just was never one of the people who could reach the minimum, which was 33. But somehow she had like 18, 16 or 18 in the last one, and somehow she just randomly climbed up to 29 one day. But I think it was because I think she had just started playing the KO, and then I think she ended up liking it, and just obviously wanted to do and try to get better. So yeah, she just ended up, I guess, getting better, and just she got to 29. She's the only ones who reversed themselves to get better, especially in a Madden like this, which is kind of hard because everybody gets these streaks that's like unbelievable. AB, he's one of the friends I got. I think he had like a similar score from the last one he was in, but he wasn't on the leaderboard either because he didn't have nothing close to 30. Outcast Soul, Lost Traveler, Frank Lucas. Don't know these guys. Call Me Daddy Rook, he was in the last one, had a pretty good score. I forgot what it was. Perkinator, same with him. He might have a similar score, if not maybe better from the last one. Hit 'em Up 05. Oh, I remember definitely in the last one. They might have similar scores, if not higher. But yeah, they're familiar names right here. All four of these guys. These two might be teammates. I could be wrong. Fang Tiger, Beast, Mode, Elias. I don't know. I never seen this guy. Or Fanged. Oh wait. I think this guy sent me a friend request one day. I'll have to check that out. Millsap 420, Senior Stacks. I think Millsap was in the last KO leaderboard, but no, not in the last one because I don't remember his name. But in the Madden 24, I think he was in the Madden 24 leaderboard. But now he's in this one up here. Senior Stacks, don't remember. Sandman, this dude Sandman, bro. This dude is like, in my opinion, is of all the people I played, he's probably one of the hardest competitors I've ever been against. He plays kind of a lot like me. Definitely defensively too. His defense is pretty stacked. And especially he learned off of me later on when I would first beat him in the beginning, and which was barely. And I would, struggle to win, but I would win. But it wasn't easy wins. I can say that. But his defense was good, but then whenever he learned that he could do what I could do on defense, he definitely did that, and then just he kind of just skyrocketed off of that, and he somehow he learned from me because if I'm right, it wasn't Sandman. I think Sandman was in the leaderboard. He was in the leaderboard. What the heck? He was in the leaderboard. In 24 KO with a higher score than this, and then he got 33. I think he had like 45. Then he got 33 in the last one. Now he's at 40 here, which I think he should be higher because he's one of the best people I've ever played. and he plays a lot like me. If he doesn't find somebody open on what he would like to throw, he goes to the next guy or has somebody else get open, makes a couple adjustments, snaps the ball, gets the ball out quick. Good defense. So he was, yeah, definitely a hard competitor. Think I would say the wins are. He's probably the only person who maybe has like the closest win ratio to me. I think obviously I have more wins than him because every time I played him, I would beat him majority of the time. But he definitely has beat me just as enough. So he definitely is one of my best people I've ever played. And it's weird because he only plays literally between from my time 3 a.m. all the way to like 6 a.m. When there was one night I would play and he would be there, but I done it like more than like a few times, and he would just only be there in that time frame. I don't know if he just like waking up at a random time, getting on the game, and then going to work or doing whatever. But I mean, this could be a grown man, a kid, somebody, something. I don't know, but he definitely gets on, and he never has a mic, never heard his voice. He's like a ghost. He's like a superstar KO demon ghost. Like honestly, that should be higher on the leaderboard if you ask me. But he only gets on long enough, and I guess he just gets done playing. So it is what it is. And I would only see him in the 3 a.m. time hole, but I don't even be playing at 3 a.m. anymore. So I just don't see this guy whenever I would play. So it is what it is. Maybe I'll see him one day. I don't know, but I hope not to, because I get tired of sweating that hard trying to beat someone like that. It's crazy. But either way, great competitor. He's probably one of the best. I would say second best player in the world, in my opinion, from the people I played. He's the only one that actually got some skill to him. Across from all these other people, even though there's just people higher than him that's gotten greater scores than him, he is definitely the best person I've ever played. So I would definitely not be surprised if he was to someday take my place on the leaderboard. Wayland Dog, he was in the last one too, I think. I think he had a high score, but I don't know. I don't even know who this guy is. I don't know. I guess he'd be trying. You should be sweating too. Boss Tycoon, he might have been the last one. I don't remember fully, but I guess this guy's another sweat. And their Doctor Don't Hate. We seen him in the last KO. He definitely tries to sweat, but he doesn't know it well enough on how to maintain it. So I don't know. He just need to up his game a little bit, both offensively and defensively. Uh, I'll skip J Transformer. SJ Redman, I don't know, and Mr. Quackers. Obviously, these two I think are a duo because they both had 50 on the same day out of nowhere one day. So obviously, I'm pretty sure they would just duo their way up here. You got God to Go. I done already talked about this guy. He just weirdo. He's just still up here under here snubbed. I mean, he can't get to the top. He just can't get to the top. I don't know. He tries. He does try, and I know he cares. He just cannot get to the top. Negotiator 19 and J Transformer. This duo, I tell you, they're near each other for a reason. They're not. I'm telling you, these are not solo scores. It looks like it because of the different numbers or scores they have, but I promise you, it's not. Let me explain. These guys were. If you looked at my recent KO videos, I would go on the leaderboard and I would talk about this because they were like literally right next to each other at one point. Until the people between them like got on the leaderboard with those numbers, but they were right next to each other. Negotiator 19 was on the top, and I was in the middle because I had the second highest score. I had 54 beforehand, and he had a negotiator had 56, and J Transformer was on the in third place with 49. And I only know it was them because they're obviously close to each other on the last leaderboard in 25. Madden in Superstar KO Madden 25, and I've literally seen them play together. I'm not making it up. Like I've seen them play together in a duo term when I was playing with somebody. And the J Transformer got 49. And I do believe that is the real score Negotiator 19 should have, because either J Transformer got off or he bugged out whenever they were on that streak together, because these two, I've never seen them in solos, nor do I believe they will ever climb this leaderboard on a solo basis term. They will never do that. I know that for a fact. So I know they were together. Bro, I guess they got up to 49 together, and then somehow Negotiator 19 goes on to win 7 games, or to go on to play 7 games, and then got beat. So you telling me whenever Negotiator 19 got to go play him by himself, he only won 7 games by himself? So in my opinion, when I see this here, the Negotiator literally got up here with a 7 game win streak by himself. Like, I'm not giving respect, to the duos that climb the leaderboard, because I mean it's easier to climb this leaderboard being in duos. When you're doing it by yourself, it's a lot harder, because you're doing everything by yourself. So it's hard to respect it, but it's just what it is. I wish there was like a duos leaderboard, and they would be up there for sure, big time. You got it, brother. But come on, bro. Even these guys got practically more than them on a duo turn basis, and they should be at least above them. But this is how this leaderboard is. It's so wonked out. It's like pretty. It's not. It's just not organized very well. But if you wanna be on the top, you got to get them numbers. So that's what I did. I got 65. But that's crazy to even think about, these scores that you're seeing, 65 only being the highest out of all the last 2 KOs you guys just seen. I mean, like, it's crazy. Even coming from me, bro. Like, I would easily hit 70, like 60s, 50s, easy. But I mean, this is just all we can get to. And to be fair, only on my term, I only lost to EA because they booted me out. They desynced me. I was on a 65 game win streak, and they desynced me. That's the only reason why I only got 65. I would be higher if I did not get a desync, but that's just what happened. So, but it is hard to climb this leaderboard regardless, though, because a lot of people are just like, a lot of the average players are just like, have just suddenly gotten better, and the game, it's hard to play alone, because they have a lot of mechanical issues, the game itself, this year. A lot of people is just catching the craziest catches that you'll ever see. Everybody's catching these. You got non-superstar Travis Kelce catching over 3 people like he was D-Hop in the 4th. Like, it was crazy. I have a clip of it. And he caught the ball over 3 people one time, getting tackled midair, getting smacked midair on the way down, and he just somehow held on to it. And somehow I lose the game in a tug-of-war game like that one time, and it was just and that there just kind of told me enough how this year Madden is for everybody, because a lot of people, some people just really be getting lucky on some wild shit. Like, it's crazy. It's oh my god, this Madden is just, it's so unorganized this year. But I mean, the fact that I've even managed to climb at least to 65 is pretty impressive to me. So I'm just happy, to be on top still. But that's pretty much it, man. I might have missed some things to say. Hopefully I can say whatever else in the comments or description. Just I hope y'all enjoyed the somewhat brief description of the leaderboards from the last from now all the way to as far as back as I can go. I hope y'all enjoyed, man. See y'all in another video. We'll see what happens later on. Deuces.